get ready for the ultimate celebration of talent and culture in British basketball. The Hoopsfix All-Star Classic 2023. Watch as 48 of the country's top under-19 players grace the floor, competing in a pair of all-star games, a three-point shootout and dunk contest. They'll leave it all on the floor, vying for the spotlight and showcasing who's got next, joining an illustrious list of former players in the game who've gone on to the highest levels. But it's not just about the game, we're giving back. The Classic is an elite showcase with a purpose. Every penny raised goes to the Hoopsfix Foundation, reinvesting back into the game we love. Together, we'll nurture talent and propel British basketball to new heights. Join us. Let's grow the game and put the UK on the map.
Well, welcome back to the Hoopsfix All-Star Classic at Crystal Palace. Myself and Siobhan Pryor on hand to call this women's game. We've got the top 24 girls in the country, and it's just going to be a feast of basketball. We've just seen 3 of them in the three-point shootout. Not quite managing to get through to the final 2, but there was some good shooting from them. What are you looking for in this game?
I'm just looking for the girls to have fun. You know, it's really interesting on days like this. People you're usually playing side by side with, you can be playing against different ends of the court. So, you know, and also people that you play against all the time, getting to play on the same team as them. So I just want them to have fun and to enjoy the experience. For some of these girls, it's the last game they'll play on UK soil for a while, and a farewell to Canada, to the States, wherever they're taking their next step. So I just want them all to go out, have fun, and put on a show for us today.
Yeah, and excite this sellout. And excite this sellout crowd. That has just been fantastic. Crystal Palace, so many years of iconic games, European competition, Crystal Palace men and women, and of course London Lions playing some of their games here. And we've got some priority players that we will talk about, Siobhan, but all 12 on both teams, all 24 players, top players.
Yeah, really, really top players. You know, you don't get to the Hoopsfix All-Star Classic just by being an okay player under 19 level in this country. You know, these are the best of the best on offer all across the country. And that, you know, there are players as well that are playing in the States right now that you'll see out on court and we'll talk about today. Just one player who is missing, Leah Edwards. I really like to watch her play. She's out at Sierra Canyon. Unbelievable player. I think a generational talent for us. So we'll miss her, but we're excited to see these girls battle it out today.
Yeah, I spoke to her dad. We'll saw him briefly, Paul, and I think there's been some... maybe she's had some injury issues. They're really trying to manage her. I guess that's the same with all these players. They're playing at such a high level. They've got to manage the workload. And as Team Black comes out, we've got some key players for them. Izzy Bunyan is a young player in the WBBL this season, playing at Cardiff Met Archers. What a top player. I've been managed to see her live. Katie Cox, Sevenoaks Suns, and Natalie Charity, Nottingham Wildcats, who you know well for sure.
Yeah, I do know well. She lives in my house.
Okay.
But yeah, some really, really great players. I mean, you've seen Katie Cox, you talked about her. She's already out there. Christabel just getting called out as well. Great player, WEABL Southern Conference Most Improved Player as well as Defensive Player of the Year. And here comes Natalie Charity.
Natalie,
She's heading off to Canada next year. Simon Fraser University, NCAA Division 2. She's worn a GB jersey last year as well in the under-18s. Had a really good year this year in the WEABL. She was all-conference champion in the North and made the first team as well as playing in the WBBL.
And Izzy Bunyan's just come out as well. And Anna Neverson, Blanche Tualu as well. Emily O'Connell from City of London Academy.
Keep your eye on number 11, Izzy Bunyan, MVP of the Hoopsfix All-Star Classic last year. Would not be surprised if we see her lift the trophy this year as well.
So there's Team Black now. Daisy Porter, someone I know and her family well from Oakland's College. She was up at the 3-on-3 at Manchester, made the three-pointer in overtime to get Oakland's the title. The men, my son Freddie was playing in that team. I'm very proud of what he's achieved at Oakland's, and all of those Oakland's men, they just lost that in the final to Derby. So here comes Team White. And Agrika Fatimajana, we've already seen her in the three-point shootout. Anna Isabel Anderson, City of London Academy, really top school, and they're getting some girls into this game.
Yeah, well represented here, and you know, so they should be. The amount of WEABL titles they've won, and they also win things at the women's level as well in WNBL Division 1. So Coach Jackson Gibbons doing a phenomenal job at Cola.
Yeah, Miss Meffel from Nottingham Wildcats. You see local player to yourself. Abby Whitehouse, Sheffield, WBBL, and at the academy there, Erin Caldwell at Solent Kestrels. They've had such a successful season. Liv Foster, watch out for her. She'll want maybe to really show her form in the three-point shooting in this game. And Louisa Gibbons from Ipswich as well.
Unfortunately, Louisa, she won't take part. She's got a boot on today, just an ankle injury that hopefully will be better in the coming weeks. But she's had a great year herself. She was the under-17 player of the year for the South Conference in WEABL. Really added to her game offensively. Really looking to score. She was always a great defensive player, but it'll be a shame to miss her today.
Yeah, Violet Stutz, Erin Power as well. 6-foot guard forward, Loughborough Riders. WEBL's under-17 player of the year selection from previous season. Making all first team honours. You've just got, wherever you look, you've got players that have won major achievements.
Yeah, you really have.
They've got major achievements or are just unbelievable talents individually. Team players, as we say, just give a fist bump to all the players, which is a great thrill. As Liv comes up, Daisy, play well. You'll be fine, let it fly. So everyone's fired up, ready to go. The officials are ready, dressed very markedly in their uniforms. They're coming over. John's going to come over as well. John, have a great game.
Very Foot Locker-esque. The referees out here, very Foot Locker-esque.
And just a mention about Sam Yeater, Hoopsfix Foundation. All the money that's made here goes back to that foundation and all the work that Sam Yeater does. And he wants us to mention the Jordan brand as well, which has been a huge contributor to this event.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a nice event for us to enjoy, and it happens. It starts and finishes so quickly, but the amount of preparation and all the work that goes into this from Sam and from a team of volunteers is incredible, and lasts a lot longer than we're able to experience it. But yeah, it's not just this competition either, not just this event. Sam and Hoopsfix, they put on Pro-Am in the summer that gives a place for players to play when they're coming back from college. So if we can support that in any way, please do. It's an unbelievable opportunity for players to get high-level pickup games during the summer, and for us to enjoy British basketball and to see them, how they've improved, to see them coming home. So yeah, Pro-Am's a great event too.
Yeah, and obviously this is the real highlight of the British Basketball Academy, and the referees are saying, I think Fat Gemma has got...
She's got a GoPro on.
Yeah, she's got a GoPro on. I'm not sure she's going to be able to use that while she's playing.
I think they should let her.
I'm not sure how she's going to take a charge. Well, we're going to see a close-up of one if she does.
She tried it.
She wants to keep everybody in touch. To hear you wear it. Okay, so the technical issues are sorted. And enjoy this wherever you're watching it. This is the women's Under-19 Hoopsfix All-Star Classic matchup. Team Black versus Team White. And this is going to be a huge treat. Rob Fairley, the coach for Team Black, and who was coach of the year
coach of the year in the North Conference.
And of course, Christine Stanchuk, and that's an interesting journey for her, being part of Canterbury, Romanian descent, got injured during her playing days, and now throwing herself into club basketball. And look where she is now. She's coaching this game and part of the national team setup. What a pass from Jenna, and the left-hand finish. Magic Jenna.
Christine has done such a lot for the women's game, and just talking to Yemisi Meffel on the way up here, she was saying she's so excited to play for Christina today because it's a full circle moment. She was coached by her at England under-15s, so Christina's been there at every single level, and the kids love her. She holds the kids accountable. They enjoy that accountability, and she cares about them so much. It's just really nice to see her out back on this stage too.
Okay, so 2-0 to the Whites. Foster. Inside. And a left-hand move. That is big-time basketball. 1 assist, 1 bucket for Fats.
She's going for the MVP early here. And she is more than capable.
Charity with a big crossover. Big step, and a left-hand finish was tough. Ball's loose. Endine gets the loose ball.
I think it's really important to say as well just how much the players appreciate and how much they value being selected for this event. They talk about it throughout the year. Some of the girls even have it as one of their personal goals for the season to make the Hoopsfix All-Star Classic. It's a prestigious event and they're proud to be here.
Endine turns down the 3, then turns it over. Here comes Liv Forster. And the rebound. A nice job by Erin Shaw. And they've got some size and they're using it well, Team White.
Yeah, I mean, Alex has done such a good job this year in the North, in the WEABL. She was second in the whole country with 16 rebounds, 7.8 of them offensive. That's what you saw there.
Whitehouse all the way through, gets it knocked away off her leg.
The players turning around, having a bit of a laugh with the bench, but puffing and panting, saying it's a pretty quick pace to start with here.
Endine. Up against Anderson. Good defense. It's an all-star game as such, but these players will be wanting to put in a big shift.
Yeah, you
Abby
can't.
Whitehouse with that loose ball. Jenna, what can she create here? Up against Izzy Bunyan, 2 of the finest. Ball's loose, short. Ball's loose again, and Izzy Bunyan did not give up on that play. Charity. All the way across, ball is loose. Endine thinks about the 3, uses the screen. Shots up, and good.
What a player. You know, Faye Endine, she can score all over the court. She's just smart. She reads the defense well and gets her looks.
Blocked by Janet. Excuse me, not Janet. Jacobs with a nice block. Shaw trying to go baseline. Shots up. Just long for Neverson. Ball's loose. And Janet brings it up. She can do a bit of everything, Fats, and that is the modern game. Shots up for 3 is off. Charity with the rebound. 6-2 to the White. Nice pass, but
it was out of bounds on Anna. I think it just came. She tried to save it, but it just came off of her leg. It's a good look by Charity.
Anderson getting back just in the nick of time there.
Doing all the hard work, Anderson. That's what people say about her as a player. She's just a hard-working player that doesn't necessarily get talked about a lot, but she's integral to the winning culture at Kohler.
Whitehouse for 3! Nothing but net. And the Whites in charge at the moment. All their big players are playing big, Siobhan, and that's so important early doors.
Yeah, it is. And I think, you know, especially in an event like this, it is a game that both teams want to win, but they are going to have a little bit of fun with it. And it's normal for them to be a little nervous to start with, but to be honest, we've not really seen many nerves so far. They've come out firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, everybody's enjoying it. The fans, look at this packed arena again, hosting the finest 48 players. We've got 24 in this game, the top women. And the men come later with a slam dunk sandwiched in between. We'll be interested to see how creative things are going to get with the men's slam dunk competition.
Serena getting through that double team like they're not even there.
Yeah, really good trap on the sideline. The Whites got exactly what they wanted on that defensive play.
Yeah, didn't do a good job on the inbound, but then made up for it there on the sideline trap.
Push foul called.
Violet Stutz replacing Liv Forster. Stutz is a really high energy player as well. I really enjoy watching her play. She works hard for her team. She does whatever they need her to do to win.
Jacobs again, loads of activity, gets another possession, another 14 seconds, moving it all the way round from the other side. In and out rebound, Abby Whitehouse.
Team Black struggling from three right now.
And another block. A nice block, not in this house. And Whitehouse comes out. Jana still in. Bunyan, a lot of contact. Good defense, ball's loose. And a foul.
Erin Powell doing a good job here on the defensive rebound. She's such a strong player, Erin Powell.
Yeah.
He's at Charnwood College Riders.
And very physical this game. As you say, some of these girls play with each other, then they're going to be on play with the same teams, and they'll be on opposite teams now, and then it's just, things are pretty spicy. And timeout. 9-3 the white team lead. And your first thoughts, Siobhan?
They came out fast. I think that always happens when we watch these kind of events. And then they settled into it. I think Black are getting the shots that they want. They're not going in. Anna Neverson's had two pretty open threes. You know, that's a shot that you would want for your team to take. Maybe they could look to get it inside a little bit. They could look to use Felicia a little bit more. Edwards, that is, get her inside.
Yeah. Well, Jana, we saw with just that left-hand finish after she'd already made that beautiful look-away pass. And then the nice finish there, cleaning up on the balls. And then finally, the black team gets it to go. And then Whitehouse on the penetrating kick, just ready to shoot it.
Always ready to shoot it. Yeah. That's the defense that you see from Felicia Jacobs. But she can do the same thing on the offensive end as well. She does a really good job inside. She moves off the ball well. She's got her hands ready. If they can facilitate that Team Black, then maybe they can get a few more points on the board here.
First free throw just off. And second just off.
Team White have got Alex Shaw and Erin Powell on the court together. They're used to seeing the floor together at Loughborough and Charnwood.
Good job. What a steal by Anderson. Stutz in, back out. Anderson for 3.
She deserved that one.
Yeah, that was great D initially. And Team Black Bunyan, what can she create? Inside, outside, underhand, finish! That's an all-star move.
It's an all-star move from an all-star player. She's so long, Izzy.
Yeah. I mean, that's, I think, a real plus for her as the shots going up from Stutz and the block. And that's maybe underestimating how long Bunyan is there, because she was quite a way away from the player when she actually made the block.
Yeah, she was. Like, you see it here, just the replay.
Whoa.
Just gets her fingertips on that one.
Yeah, that's next time, shot fake and get to a mid-range maybe if Bunyan's anywhere near. Good, sir. Back to Bunyan. Inside, outside. They're going to have to keep it moving. Cox fakes and is fouled.
Yeah, I think they've come out, smarter here, Black. That's a good defense to offensive transition. Strong score inside by Izzy. And then a good take by Katie getting herself to the line.
Yeah, well, Bunyan's a great underhand move.
Just the patience as well of that last offense. Just working the ball around, trying to get the best option they can.
Katie Cox, we mentioned her earlier. She combines basketball with Chelsea Football Academy. And being a very sorry Chelsea men's supporter this season, great to see the women's Chelsea team are doing absolutely fine. And it's great to see. And there's, talking of dual sports, which Katie Cox is, here is another high-level dual sports player. Daisy Porter from Oaklands College plays netball as well for Wales and plays basketball for Wales. Great ball movement around the outside. So good to see these girls sharing the ball.
Well, and good recognition, sorry.
No, go.
It was good recognition from Katie Cox as well, because she can shoot it from the outside, but when you've got Jessica in the corner there, who is a shooter, that extra pass is the smart play to make.
And when that ball zipped around, it's stuff that the teams are going to work on to keep moving the ball. It's what's the trigger? Is there a trigger in the defense that makes you make that extra pass?
I think it's just the situation, isn't it? And obviously part of that situation is reading the defense and seeing where they are, and part of that is knowing where your offensive players are and Anderson, who is good at what. Yeah,
and Anderson knocks down the wide open 3. No hesitation there. The defense did not come out for that shot. Shots up and good for 3. Good start.
And you see the difference. They've gone inside and they've scored a couple. They've seen it go through the net, and now the 3-point shot from Saruna goes down because they're used to seeing the ball go through now.
Yeah. Attempted trap. Backrush against Daisy Porter. Into the corner. Shots up again. Off the glass. Ball's loose. And Team White, 2:35 remaining, 12-8 to Team White. And Black team just coming into it. That 3-pointer from Goodser, maybe they can get some stops and get back into this. Good defense, but better offense from Ibere Egeberka. Endine under a lot of pressure from Anderson. Anderson is everywhere. She's never disconnected from her offensive play.
No, she really is. Like we said, that's what people talk about. She's on it. She's smart. She doesn't just work hard. She knows what's happening next. She was in the South. She was in the WEABL first team. So really well deserved. And she does a lot for her team.
And she's just made a beautiful assist out into the corner for Team White. Barika.
Yeah, Ibere gets a good one in the corner there, but a good stop from Daisy Porter, and she's out again. Ibere,
yes.
5 quick points for her.
Now Daisy Porter, that's what she can do. She'll take charge. You see, she will be very brave defensively, and she knocked down the winner in that 3-on-3 EABL Elite tournament just a couple of weeks ago. And wow, that's tough.
Anderson just a little too open in her stance, and as soon as Faye sees that little glimmer of hope, she can squeeze through there and get to the rim.
And the three's up just a bit long from Goodsup. Egberica.
Beret said sorry to her coach then. A bit of a heat check for her, I think.
But all of a sudden, the pace has got up since the timeout, and everybody seems to be making shots. And Caldwell and Forster in for Team White. We've already seen Forster, Erin Caldwell from Solent Kestrels, part of that successful team in the EABL.
Yeah, Caldwell, a player who she just quietly goes about her business. She does the little things. You know, every game ends up with a mega stat line because of it, but you don't necessarily notice the work that she's doing.
Yeah, 19.7 points a game, 8.5 rebounds, and all second team selection.
Yeah, had a great year.
And a handoff to Forster from Whitehouse inside Jana. Double teamed. Good decision. And great play from Team Black. Also Robo, and it leads to an open shot, but Whitehouse putting a shift in, looking ahead, pass up. Jana just couldn't quite gather it. But I love the look. I love the intention by both these teams, giving it all.
Yeah, they really are. It was the right look, and Christabel Ozorobo with the steal as well from Fatima Jen. It's not the easiest thing to do to take the ball out of her hands.
Indeed. Running down, last 30 seconds of the quarter. Nice shoot inside and high off the glass for Goodsup.
Smart move. She shot faked that one. Drive to the lane and get an easy finish.
Oh, that's unreal. Fats, Jana. She is scoring in so many ways. Siobhan, talk to me about that one.
I mean, if you just look at it. Oh, this is the one before from Saruna. This is a great drive too, but Fats, as you could hear her coach, kick it out. Good shot, Fats, good shot. And I think sometimes with Fats, that's what you get. She believes in herself so wholeheartedly that she can make absolutely anything. And she can.
White's on the run here. Euro step off the right foot, but she just can't get it to go. But she's doing so much for this game, not just her team. Cox, whistle.
She got called for the push-off, I think.
She's not too happy with that.
Take a look at it here.
That's good defense. Yeah. Good defense by Erin Caldwell.
Yeah, really good to get to that spot first.
Shots up. Just short from Forster. They got it off as the quarter came to an end. And Team White had a great start. Then the Blacks came back in, and Team White behind Fats Jana, just doing enough to have a decent lead. Siobhan Pryor.
Yeah, and also some great work as well from a Beret. She gave them 5 quick points, raised the energy, but it really was a back and forth. Like you said, White started a lot better. Black were really cold from the floor, started to get it inside. Got a few in the paint, couple from the foul line, and then Saruna there, you can see her taking a big gulp of water. She hit that 3, got the 2 in the lane. And then really after that, it was all Team White again. And that's why you see now them with the 11-point lead. On your screen, it says 21-2, but it's actually 21-12. There we go.
As if by magic.
You know I control the screen too.
So we've had a shout out to Sam Neeser, what a great job he does. Molten is our ball sponsor, and SportsServe for this great court, and a lot of the branding, a lot of the equipment that's here today to make this such a great competition. with all the players that are here, but visually when people are here and watching it on YouTube, Hoopsfix YouTube, make sure you sign in, get involved with any chat. Let us know if you're enjoying the game, who your favourite players are, and we will enjoy what the spectators are thinking as well. So many people here involved with British basketball, from the officiating to the great table officials, and myself, Graham Hiscock and Siobhan Pryor, very lucky to be asked to come and do this great event, and it's an honour to be alongside you and James Viet later today.
Yeah, it really is an honour to be here. One of my passions is watching the younger generation come up and come through, and just seeing them improve year on year, and seeing how our generations improve year on year as well. I think collectively we get better and better every single year, and every single time a crop comes through and leaves us for university or stays in the UK system, wherever they are headed. But it's really exciting to see, and then to imagine them on the GB stage, on the international stage as seniors too.
Yeah, and we understand that a lot of these girls and the guys later, as the pressure on that defence out of the start of the quarter. This time Jenna does get the pass from Whitehouse, and they get us off to a start. But we want these girls to come back as well and play in the WBBL, and the guys to play in the BBL.
Yeah, and I think,
the best of the best.
Yeah, the best of the best. There's so many alumni. I mean, we talked
Fantastic
about Jeremy
there.
Sohan for the men, but you've had players like Holly Winterburn that's been
we haven't mentioned her today,
stage.
and look what she's doing. She's the winningest player in WBBL history already. She's only 22. Beautiful hop, skip, and a jump, but can't get it to go. Rebound by the White. Push ahead. This is breakneck speed, and just to let people know, this is the best 24 female players in the country that are available or who are not injured. We've already mentioned Louisa Gibbons and Leah Edwards, who's not here. Left hand effort from Young Bunyan, no good.
It's end-to-end stuff. Abere with her 11th point that layup gave her. She's the leading scorer right now in the game.
And Cottrell with a huge block on that shot. And Flores just come in, didn't play in the first quarter, but straight away positive stats. So Team Black down by 15 at the moment. Can they recover? Neverson, they need some of her three-point shooting. Bunyan, they just need a bit of everything from Izzy. Neverson back again, but they're really running her off that three-point line, and they just couldn't get into their offense, Team Black there.
Alzarobo does a really good job then. She doesn't give up on the play. The pass from Neverson goes a little bit errant, and it looks like it's going out of bounds, and she saves it off of the leg of the defender.
Yeah. And they have the little things that maybe aren't statted, but you will notice it, the coaches will notice it, and they come away. Team White with good defence, Erin Caldwell again. She hasn't scored yet, but as we know, basketball is about so many components and everybody doing a job. And then you've got some players like Fats Jenner who can do a bit of everything. And maybe Izzy as well. Inside, Jenner really deep, and no need to worry, just make your free throws, Fats. But she really got deep into the paint there.
Yeah, something that's really good about Fats's game. You know, she can shoot it from the outside, but when she goes inside and seals, she's really difficult to stop.
Barking Abbey, and again she'll be working. Angela Tutel this year.
A lot of great players who come through Barking Abbey Academy, and the nice thing to see is they're starting to come back into the fold. Shaquila Joseph, they're all back at London Lions now in the WBBO.
And Lauren Milligan, who'd spent her playing and coaching career at Oakland's Wolves, had come across and become part of the EABL coaching setup, leading that, and has been coaching alongside Stella Calcidu and the great coaching staff there at London Lions. Never says, look at Jana on the blind side for 2.
I wouldn't have even been surprised if she just like got ups and dunked it at that point. You just imagine that she's going to do something like that. The way she plays the game.
I think she was thinking of doing maybe the other side of the basket or up and under, but 2 points will do in that situation. And another timeout forced by Team White. Team Black in a bit of trouble. Rob Farley, Coach of the Year for the North Conference. He's got a few issues to deal with. Christina Stanchuka must be loving coaching this team at the moment.
Yeah, well, they play, you know, with such intensity, such physicality, and they like to get out and run. They're always fun teams to coach, right? But Team Black not scored yet here in this quarter, so they got to get some points on the board, but they've also got to find a way to slow White down. 9 points already, so a 9-0 run to start this quarter for White.
And what can Black do? Because it's not just the scoring. A lot of the scoring is coming directly off steals and traps, just like we saw with Fats Jenner there.
I mean, White right now, at the end of the first quarter even, and we've seen a couple more since then, but they had 10 points off of turnovers. Only 4 fast break points, but again, we've seen a couple here at the start of the second quarter. So Team Black, they've just got to look after the ball. They've got to get back on defensive transition and just try and slow the train down a little bit.
Yeah, I think important timeout. 30-12, Team White leading. And Izzy. And it's tough when you've got so many good players and they're so connected defensively. It's not somewhere where Izzy can just go downhill and get to the basket. Cottrell, nice play inside. That's really good coming out of the timeout. And Jessica Bakish with the score and a bit of pressure on White. They fumble it initially and they fumble it out of bounds. Great reaction out of the timeout for Team Black.
Yeah, that's exactly what they needed. Just a little bit of structure on offense that Coach Rob Fairley put in there. Worked well for Jessica Batch getting the reverse on the back door, and then
here comes Bunyan inbounding off the back of the Team White player.
Just stopped me in my tracks because I was thinking, if she makes that, that is cheeky.
And shots up just off. Rebound White from Stutz.
But yeah, it was just a good opening for Black from that timeout, a score and a stop. Unfortunately, they couldn't get the score there.
Foster knocks one down, showing us what she can do. Olivia Foster.
Absolutely unlimited range, Liv Foster. Shoot it from anywhere.
Neverson. And Foster's right up in her face. She does not want her to get any airspace. Nice job, Bunyan. Trying to use her extra size now in the post. Ball gets stuck. Back outside, ball's loose. Here comes Foster with the steal. And Team White, and she's missed the layup. Just got her footwork slightly. I'm not sure what happened there.
I think sometimes you just overthink it, don't you, when you're on a fast break and there's no one in front of you.
That might be 5 press-ups at half-time for her.
She's laughing about it. She plays the game with a lot of joy, Liv. It's nice to watch her play.
Yeah. GB Under-18 player, and these, of course, we're having a full contingent of GB teams going out to all the national, international tournaments, 16s to 20s, which is great. Bunyan, that's a travel. Or a foul, that's a travel, and great defense. And she sort of got herself in a little bit of a cul-de-sac there.
Well, Team White, just a real defensive concentration on Bunyan. They know exactly where she is all the time. Anderson's done a great job individually on her as well. And Izzy just takes his seat. Yeah. Needs a bit of a breather here. She's having to work hard for absolutely everything.
Now Team White, 33-14 inside. Back outside, Forster off on that one. Inside to Shaw and out to Forster. No good in that possession, but they're going to try and win it straight back.
And she just said, she looked at her coach and said, sorry for shooting that one. I think one of the things that Liv's really grown in is her shot selection. Yeah. I watched her at the Under-18 Final Fours, And in the final, she took the least amount of shots she'd taken, and she still had over 30 points. You know, her shot selection's just improved so much. She plays within the offense, and she still manages to score in bucket loads as well as assisting and playing really good defense too.
And Coach Christina calls timeout. A little bit of a fumble there, unfortunately, for MSC Methil. She's just going to calm everybody down and just remember what got them to this situation, which is tough D and just feeding off any errors from the opposition. So, Hoopsfix All-Star 2023, it's the 9th season, I think Sam was saying, and there's been some serious alumni that have come from the men's game and the women's game. Just talk about some of the progression that's happened on the back of this game.
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, the idea of this game, right, is that you showcase all of the best that we have, and inevitably then you're going to get some of the best players coming out of that and do some amazing things, either in the UK, like we've talked about Holly Winterburn and the unbelievable things that she's doing, or overseas. So it's just really, really nice to see now, the longer this competition goes, the amount of senior players that have come from it and that come back and support it as well. Yeah. You see them on social media, retweeting and sharing posts. So, and you see some of them in the arena today too. So it's really nice community that Hoopsfix is creating here, and just raising the level of British basketball.
And the pathways of it have improved, I think, for these players. They know they've got a clear pathway to get abroad or to stay at these colleges here or go to university here. Andy, we're back underway. It's the Hoopsfix All-Star Classic. Jordan Brand, we thank you for your massive sponsorship. And Bash, and that's a good-looking shot, just can't get it to go. Anderson pushes, left hand, still goes. Blocked! Blocked shot, but a foul called.
I think we were just looking at the numbers as we just replay this here.
Yeah, so that is a hard foul.
Yeah, Saruna comes over, she does well, but she's just not vertical enough.
Yeah.
But we were looking at the numbers the other day, and the amount of British players at the moment playing out in really good competition in the States at university level, I think is above 40, like right now at this moment in time.
Yeah.
So lots of people taking that as a route and taking that as a route successfully now as well.
Yeah, and you mentioned Leah Edwards as well. Has great offensive rebound, but just can't get it to go. Erin Powell. Good stuff. ND. Cottrell back outside and a travel. And just a slight lull in proceedings here.
Yeah, I think MSC Methil there just beats Cottrell for speed in that one-on-one battle.
Yeah, that's great. That's great for her. Playing at Nottingham Wildcats, so someone you know well. Anderson stops, just couldn't get the elevation once she'd come to a complete stop there. Good defense by Team Black. Daisy Porter on for Team White. And would she have been a late inclusion, I guess, with Gibbons going down maybe?
In all honesty, I don't know. I saw the list the same as everybody else, but it's nice that she got to play, because last year she was named and wasn't able to play through injury herself, so it's nice to see her get that chance today.
And thoroughly deserved. And there she is, getting a steal, staying up, shots up, half in the short range, and she's right there again. That's 2 steals, and now draws a foul. And Daisy Porter, I know her mum's here, and a lot of the Oakland's teammates, and it's great for that academy that does so much for basketball players all around the country, not just in Hertfordshire. And I know Michael Ball, I said I'd give a shout out. Got the Hertfordshire Junior County Sessions going on today, and Michael Ball's there from the academy and all the good people that are running that while I'm here. So thank you very much for that, and good luck with all the sessions. Nice three-point shot from Team White, just keeping the lead.
That's where you see, like, Fats, her versatility. She can score inside and out, and she just created this turnover as well here. So she's doing it offensively and defensively right now, Fats.
And she plays for a lot of fun, but causes... She plays with a smile on her face, but she causes a nightmare for the opposition.
Yeah, no one's smiling playing against her.
When she's in the game. Jenna at the top. Marika back outside. Whitehouse sets for three. And just off the rim. Jacobs with the rebound. And here comes Endy. And Endy going to the line. They've just got to get some chemistry going, Team Black. They're having to take the full brunt of what Team White have thrown at them, as we've seen Endine crossing over, attacking, and drawing the foul from Abby Whitehouse.
And that's what she does so well, Faye Endine. She's really great out in the open floor, but she's so strong going to the rim as well, and she can often finish through contact. She doesn't that time, and misses the first as well. She's got one more chance here to convert 1 point from this opportunity.
And just misses. And Jenna, good defense, fantastic defense. And Felicia Jacobs from the City of London Academy. So those girls will know each other very well, being in the same conference in the WABR. Good D. And off Jenna last, according to that.
And they also play in the WNBL as well together, so they'll be used to seeing each other a number of times this season.
And a score from White. Endine crosses over. They need to just get some ball movement, and Jenna's going to take that away. And they push ahead, and no one's with Fats Jenna. And she puts the layup in, and she's causing chaos for Team Black at the moment.
Yeah, and again, a beret in the right place at the right time, and she takes the charge as well, just as I'm talking about her. What a game she is having, but the play before, I'm not sure if you saw it, she was going to pass the ball, and then she just held onto it for a split second longer, and after that pass fake, led Fats Jenna into a wide open layup. Just that, the smartness and the poise to be able to just take a minute, get a steal, and not turn it over, but create a score for your teammate at the other end.
Jenna. Shots up, good height on that. And off the glass!
Why not? Why not?
It's open for Eberika.
Why not? She's having that kind of game, and that takes her to 60 points personal.
And Team Black come back for a score as well. Oh, that could be a charge. It's a block. Maybe the feet were inside, or two shots. Well, that's good defense. By Team White, and then just the defensive foul there. Two shots for Caldwell at the line. Caldwell at Kestrels, 18 years old. We've said already, just a great player and averaging almost 20 points a game. Almost a double-double all season. Endine pulls up, that's a tough shot. And the rebound given to Daisy Porter, but a little bit sloppy. And the foul, good job by Blanchet Tualu. she was just really quick, but a little bit sloppy with that hand, almost a handoff pass to Daisy Porter.
Yeah, I think they did a good job to make Faye miss as well, because that, although it is a tough shot, is a shot that Faye can make. You just have to make the most of getting those stops now.
So Blanche Tuvalu at the City of London Academy. Originally from Greenhouse Pioneers, playing in the D1 as well. NBL. Foster. Good tuck. Oh, Jana with the move. Just shaking her head. Just can't deal with her.
She really enjoys these environments. It's about showing out here, and she does that all the time.
Good defense from Daisy Porter and Endine. They're just not giving any Team Black player a chance to settle down.
I think the difference as well when you see that last possession that was finished by a flashy move from Fats, but that really there was a lot of patience, a lot of ball movement, a lot of play movement. I mean, you see it there again. They didn't complete the pass, but people intentionally cutting to the rim, people moving off the ball all the time. And that's the difference right now. Just a little bit more flow and a little bit more static at the end for Team Black.
Yeah, they need just better player movement. Nice inside. Three-pointer from the corner is just short. Offensive rebound. Foster goes in strong. Blocks. Defensive rebound from Edbarica. Excuse me, from Goodson. Endine. Into the corner. Shots up and it's just off. And ball's loose again, but Jenna gets it through the legs. And looking for the pass ahead. Finds Liv Foster. Good ball movement. Oh, nice play. And she just can't get it to go, but super play from Daisy Porter. Just couldn't get the score. But her teammates rallied round her and they forced the turnover straight away. But again, good player movement. No one standing around.
Yeah, and that's the difference. I mean, you see right here, great cut from Daisy Porter. She does the hard work and then just can't convert.
But she's doing a lot, and crossover going in strong. And she gets the tougher move, having missed the slightly easier one. And Daisy Porter just playing and playing with freedom. Shots up, wide open look, just short. Offensive rebound for Team Black. For Tuvalu. And again, look at this pass by Magic Jana. And the pressure. And the score, is it? What a move.
And there's just absolutely no let up from anyone on Team White, but Fats Jana with the steal on the baseline then, and then that bullet pass.
Yeah, it's bypassing all the defense, and Edbarica just with the toughest of moves there, Siobhan, to just take the contact, still finish.
Yeah, she wanted that contact, and then she went up and finished through it. She's on 18 points personal. And we have to shout out to Fatima Jana as well. 16 points, but to go with that, she's got 4 rebounds, 5 assists.
Shots up from Forster, just off. And here comes Team Black. Ball's loose again, but they do manage to recover it. And Blanche Tuvalu with the score. Good hustle. Never gave up on the play.
Yeah, Blanche does a great job here. I'm not really sure how it bobbles through to her, but she doesn't give up on the play. And she finishes through contact as well.
A foul by Nethel. And score is good. Desperately need to get a strong finish. There's only 24 seconds left. They could. Team White just run it down to the end. Let's see. Well, they might want a 2-for-1. They're going for it. They're playing as if they want the early shot. Now they're slowing it down. Inside, outside. Forster will take this. And she'll make it. And that's as good as it gets for ball movement.
Oh, it's perfect. One side to the other, inside out, wide open shot. And there goes down from Faye Endine.
One play after another. And Endine knocks it down off the glass. The bank is open here at the Crystal Palace National Sports Centre.
And they needed that one, Team Black.
Ooh.
Just a little bit of an energy pickup going in to the half-time.
And two players double team for the three-point line. No problem. No problem for Faye Indean. What a super job by, she's captaining that black team today. Yeah, well, we're here at half-time. And Siobhan, that has just been a super 20 minutes of basketball and showing all the great things about British basketball.
Yeah, and I think a really dominant display here from Team White in the second quarter. I mean, defensively as well as offensively, we just take a look back here at some of the best plays of that quarter. Handoff from Fats to Liv for the three. Everything for Team Blacks just seemed a little bit more difficult. And everything for Team White has just been running smoothly.
Yeah, that's big time. Yeah, and Janet has just been, she's been everywhere. And that's nice ball movement, we spoke about that, just making that extra pass. Good shot to get a great shot, even though she had defence closing out on her, able to, and that was just after Daisy had missed one, she made an even tougher one, and that's great mentality. And then the shot by Turaloo, we're not sure how she made it, but she did. And then Foster makes that, but don't blink, because another one's coming. Okay, well, that's the end of the highlights. Myself and Siobhan will take a break, and we will be back with you. There's some great entertainment being set up in front of us. Looking forward to listening to that. Don't go anywhere. We got the second half of this game, the ladies' game, and then the slam dunk contest, and then the men's game at 4:30. We'll speak to you shortly.
All right, then. You guys just sit tight and enjoy this one. I'll say nothing until we're finished. Please give it up, make some noise for OKM and the Infinity Orchestra. They'll be back later on for their next performance at the Under-19 men's game. And we're going to get these warm-ups back underway very, very shortly. As we get closer to welcoming or finding out this year's MVP.
Come back to the Hoopsfix All-Star Classics, the women's game are at half-time. Myself and Siobhan Pryor on hand. 55-24, the Whites lead, and they were awesome in that first half. The whole team, but led by two players in particular, Ibiri, Egberika and Thatch Jenner. What an all-star performance from her.
Yeah, I mean, they've played so well, and they've given us so much to cheer about. I mean, just a little look at the numbers. That second quarter was 34-12, and they've forced 23 turnovers from Team Black, and from those 23, they've had 29 points off of those turnovers as well. So I think, you know, Team Black really just have to take care of the ball a little more, less turnovers, make the most out of every single possession. And then I think the shooting percentages are really, you know, tricky for Team Black right now. There's big discrepancy between both teams. From three-point land, Team White, they're shooting 43%. Team Black down at 23%. And it's the same story from two-point range as well. Team White with 50% and Team Black with just 35%. So they've got to get themselves better shots, better looks at the rim. They've got to score those looks, and they've got to take care of the basketball, Team Black.
Yeah, 23 turnovers is just not good enough. They'll be disappointed. Big time crossover from Jana. Can't get it to go. Bunyan can't get hers to go. Ball's loose. Whitehouse cleans up and a foul.
I think we'll be expecting just a little more from Izzy Bunyan. She only took 4 shots in the first half. She's got to get going for Team Black if they're going to try and close this gap here.
Yeah, they really did keep Izzy just the 2 points. She was the MVP for this game last season. So they've put some plans together and they've worked so far. Bunyan pulls up off the glass. Tough shot. Defense was back. Nice job by Alex Shaw there, making it tougher for Bunyan. Jana just saying, let's calm down. Screen from Shaw. Jana to Liv Foster, who no foul called. Shots up. Cox just off.
I think you're seeing just something that happens quite a lot in basketball games, but when your team's struggling to score individually, it can become kind of pressurizing every time you take that shot. And some of these players we see, like Katie Cox there, knocking threes down. Izzy, she normally makes a high percentage of her shots, and does that one goes down. They'll be happy to see that, but the pressure builds the more and more your team need a score. So a bit of a sigh of relief there from Team Black.
Yeah, nice move again with the left hand, as Whitehouse tries with the left hand as well. Cox attacks. Good defense from White. Foster ends up on the floor. And I haven't seen much of Natalie Charity either, Siobhan, who you mentioned you know well. She stays at your place. Team Black could really do with some individuals just being able to step up a bit more this quarter.
Yeah, she only played 6 minutes in the first half, so maybe we'll see her out here a little bit more this half. But she is also has a bit of an injury at the minute, so
good job by Cottrell and Black team recovering. They need more of that ending. Crosses over. Bunyan in motion. Back cut, but great job by Whitehouse with the attempted back cut from the Blacks. Here they come. Foster high off the glass, and that's a really tough shot. But Liv Foster made it look easy. Bunyan tripped. Let's hope her ankle's okay. She's straight back up. She just tripped over there. Olivia Forster. Wait looking for inside. Nice catch. Finish. Oh! What a connection for Team White. Egbarika. What a play. Nice pass from Olivia.
That's that little bit of patience that we were talking about a little earlier. That's that smart play, that mature play from Liv Forster. She could have taken that shot, and I wouldn't have been surprised if she made the pull-up 3, but she took her time, she waited, and what a pass inside to Abere.
And as we said earlier, Siobhan, it's team basketball that's got Team White to this position, and they just keep pouring in the points. But that was a tough take and really quick finish from Abere.
Yeah, and that's her 20th point of the game. She leads all scorers right now.
And they've got the offensive rebound, and it's just one issue after another for Team Black to deal with. Ball's loose. Beret attacks and almost gets that to go, and she's back at the free throw line.
Probably one of the only disjointed offenses we've seen so far for White, and they still manage to get a trip to the foul line out of it.
Yeah, it's tough. It's just doing all the little things, keeping the scoreboard ticking over, and the Beret is on for a massive afternoon's basketball here.
We start to think as well about who's going to be MVP candidates here. She surely got to be up there as one of them. We look along the other stat line. She does have 2 assists and 1 rebound. Fats Jana is doing it just a tiny bit more across all of the stats, though. 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 3 steals as well.
Great defense, attempted defense by Team White. Aaron Powell on that pick and roll, called for the foul. Nice play by Felicia Jacobs.
That's what we need to see more of for Team Black. Getting to the line, using Felicia inside. She's strong. She's got good hands and good movement, especially when she's focused.
Yeah, representing England at the Four Nations recently, MVP at the Under-16 National Cup final in 2022, young Felicia. And 6'1", she's got some serious size. Ball's loose and goes to Black.
I had the pleasure of working with her at the Four Nations, me and Lauren, and she's just a pleasure to work with. She goes hard all the time. She plays hard for her teammates. She's a player who plays for her teammates and with her teammates all the time.
Charity trying to make things happen back outside of Bunyan, just off right. Well, saying that, Siobhan, and I know Lauren's a great hard worker and great attitude, and she's just reflecting her coach's demeanour as Endine gets the steal and the finish. That's more like it.
Yeah, I was just about to say a better start here for Team Black. Just look to be on the front foot a little more, expecting the contact, going up and finishing through it.
Endine returning to this classic, and that's a classic three-point play by her. And she led part of the team that won that NBL Division 1 playoff and league double. Porter keeps the ball moving, then cuts to the basket, which opens a bit of space up. Crossover, outside. Shots coming. Anderson just off. Rebound, Charity. She's looking sharper. Here she comes, pushes the ball ahead.
So much better defensively from Team Black as well.
Backish out to Bunyan. Endine attacks the closeout, slows down. That's really nice play. Gets the defense off her for 2.
She does that well. She drives hard at the rim, gets you moving backwards, and then she's got great body control to just go up and finish in the air. But this is a good start from Team Black. They're leading this one by 3 right now. So a good quarter for them.
And that's all they can do, I guess, is turn things around and try and win these 2 quarters and just get as close as they can.
You hear the old saying, it's chip away, isn't it? You can't get it all back in one play. Just have to keep putting good defensive stops and scores together.
Anderson. Another player from the Kohler system. Charity, ball's loose, recovers, needs help, gets it. Shots up from the corner is off the side of the backboard, and again, the White team just out of nothing create problems for the Black team.
Yeah, I think just a little fumble there coming off the ball screen from Charity. Like we said earlier, she is just nursing an ankle injury, so Coach Rob Fairley giving her a break again. But Jessica back with the corner 3, still had 11 seconds on the shot clock, probably could have got a better shot than that one.
Shots up for Team White. Stutz decided to take it early in the shot clock, couldn't get it to go. Endine trapped, and it forces the turnover. Great job by Daisy Poulter and Anna Isabel Anderson. They're just, you wouldn't think they all play on different teams. I know some of them are going to be playing national team together and D1 teams together, like you said about the Cola and the EA players. They join, but it's almost like you're watching club teams here, which is a big compliment to the coaches.
I think similarly as well, those two players play the same defensively, really high energy. They get after the ball, they're not afraid to put pressure and physicality on the ball, and you see that forcing the turnover from Faye and Dean.
So to hear, keeping everybody entertained. We've got some really great people here that have put so much into. Of course, Kane Henry's at mid-court. Just going to say some words of wisdom to the crowd and all the young players here and younger brothers and sisters and of these players that have made it to these teams. And Siobhan, back in your day, not that your day was too long ago.
Thank you.
What was it like when you were coming through as a junior, and what the opportunities you had?
I mean, they're just so different. There's so many more opportunities for these players, and they take them as well. They take them with pride, and they take them with joy. And you know, it's really nice to see the game growing. You know, gold medals at the Commonwealth Games, giving a halftime speech. You know, we didn't
yourself, yes,
we didn't see those things, you know, before. And you know, now this is what happens as a result of all of these events, of all of the different pathways, of how strong the competition is becoming, and how much better the coaching is becoming.
And that was great close out there. Extra effort by Neverson. And of course, success at the 3-on-3 gold medal, which of course Henry was part of, and the girls getting to the final. So women getting to the final. So it's just chipping away, creating a legacy for young people to follow. Shots up, good look. Neverson just can't get it to go. Now into the corner, Stutz. Pass fakes, nice pivoting. Anderson looking for options. Daisy Poulter, that's where she made the 3-pointer for Oaklands to win in overtime, to win the 3-on-3 tournament. Great rebound from Caldwell. Fumbles it, gets it back. Both teams fighting. Now Anderson gets free. Poulter fakes, pulls up, and just off left. But they've got to get it up. They're going to run out of shot clock. Yeah. Okay, we're back underway. 4:10 remaining in the third here at Crystal Palace. Ball's loose. White's come away again. Stops. Great footwork and can't get it to go, but nice fake. Daisy Poulter again, picking up the pieces. She realises what her role is in this team, so smart play from Daisy. And that's part of the magic, isn't it, of playing. You keep going up the levels, you might have to play a slightly different role.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's what great players do. They adapt to the environment that they're in, and they know what is needed in different environments that they play in. We talk to our juniors about that all the time at Nottingham. The role that you have here might not be the same as the role that you have on the national team. And, you know, in this gym, there are so many talented players, and they spend the first half, I think, figuring out where they sit within each other, really, on their team. And now you see it's a lot tighter. It's 7-7 in this quarter. Yeah. Team White were the ones that figured that out quickest in the first half. But now Team Black figuring out themselves what they're good at. And it's just a lot of a tighter game. Defense is raised and is a lot better as well. So think we're in for a good second half here.
Yeah, and that's what we want. We want it to be even and to have the continue great plays. Just a little break in play. Daisy Porter at the line for 2 shots. And she makes the free throw, no problem. Good free throw shooter. Daisy from the Oakland's Wolves Basketball Academy, St Albans, Hertfordshire. Ozaboro, high off the glass again, tough defence. And here comes the white team and they push it. Meffel, good intention, just didn't quite connect with the pass.
She'd have kept it a couple of dribbles longer. I think she would have found herself a lane on the right-hand side there. Opted to pass to Stutch, just a little too far out in front.
Team Black trying to make inroads. Left-hand finish. Attempt no good, but Jacobs with the finish, 6-1, and using all of that. And then they get the steal. This is what we need. And Endine's looking at the shot, and she makes the shot! Faye Indine showing us what her game is all about.
Big time player, big time scores.
And they need a stop, but Meffel can't quite get it to go. And they're hustling now. All of a sudden, the energy levels turned up for Team Black. And the pressure, Endine thinking about that 3, step back, high arc, just off, good defense from Team White, hand in the face.
She was going to shoot a 3. She should have just took the first one that was more open.
Oh, that's just such a good pass from Porter.
Yeah, great awareness. And every Meffel just in the right place at the right time.
It's just pure team basketball from Team White, and that's why they're in such a big lead situation. Jacobs fumbles initially and just passes it out and deflects it. Still Black team ball, and host of subs for the White team, 5-on-5 off, and Bunyan and Neverson bringing some offensive firepower in for the Black team.
Just 2 to shoot here for Team Black.
I don't think they realise. Just didn't quite know the situation of the game, which is really unfortunate. As you say, they're doing a lot better in this quarter. But now, if you like, the starters back in for Team White, they're going to want to take control back again. Nick Barika. And double dribble.
Again, Team White looking to get the ball inside. Beret looking to get Alex Shaw on the seal inside there, and that's what they've done so well, use each other's strengths.
Bunyan off the screen. Bounce pass, but the defence had reacted. Push ahead, Foster, inside shoulder. And Beret just couldn't get it to go, but good transition defence from Team Black. Crossover, footwork, and Ozarobo will go to the line for 2 shots. Christabel Ozarobo.
Yet to score today, but that's not what we usually see from her.
Out of Ipswich basketball. Made the move from the UK, from Spain. Named as the WABL's most improved player in the Southern Conference, as well in scooping Defensive Player of the Year. So, no doubt, a high-level talent. And we look forward to seeing her flourish going forward. Whitehouse crossover, push shot is good, and that's so clever by Abby Whitehouse.
Yeah, she plays with such poise. She's so fast. She plays with speed, but she's so calm at the same time.
Neverson. Foster inside, Jacobs double teamed, steal by Janet. Her anticipation is second to none. We're still waiting for some sort of
360.
Still some sort of creative. Okay, all right. So I think we're going to have Stan, who's speaking to one of the fans courtside. Stan, over to you. At the end of the quarter, Stan will speak to one of the fans. Of course, Stan, one of the top PA announcers here in the UK, doing a lot of his work at Essex Rebels with Big Dog Balling. And you've got the top people on the floor, and also Robo gets fouled.
Yeah, great drive from Robo. She just can't, we see this here, she just can't keep it tight in her hands. Ebere does a really good job of tracking her down. She manages to get it up on the rim though, draws the foul, give herself a chance at 2 free ones at the line.
Jana with the rebound and the quick outlet. Foster. Abby Whitehouse running, and that's just perfect heads-up play from Foster and the boys from Abby Whitehouse. And just after you spoke how quick she is, she showed it right on time. Foul and the score for Team Black. Blanche Tualu. Wow, an explosive play, both ends of the floor. There's the contact. Yanisi Mefo just couldn't get it to go. And I think Fats has got a hit in the face on that contact.
Going to take a breather, see if that eye's okay. Coach Christina wanting to make sure she's all right. Fat's not wanting to come off though.
And young Edwards has just been, he was going to go and clean the floor then. It's just got removed by the ref. And pressure from the black team. Good help from Bunyan, but Whitehouse goes past the closeout and she is in the groove, Siobhan.
Yeah, Abby Whitehouse had a really good second half.
And that's just smart play from her. Fats Jenner and Ebere taking a break from leading the team, and she just steps in. Okay, we're going courtside now with Stan, who's got Rashay Walton.
And if you catch the t-shirt,
thank you very much, Graham.
Nail
we're here with one of the fans courtside.
So who wants that makeover then? Let me hear.
You
don't want the makeover.
For the vibe.
Let me see.
I have to
Up
say,
there, if
I'm
you catch
supporting
it,
Team Black.
free nail makeover for you.
White.
We're going to get
Team White for the likes of
to come and see
Fatma
you.
on there. I played with her Division 1
Free
team
nail
for Barking
makeover.
Abbey,
Oh, my
so
goodness,
really excited to see her on here showcase her talent.
Okay,
well, this is the 9th year anniversary of the Hoopsfix All-Star Classic, another sellout event here in Crystal Palace. Tell us what you think of the vibes, you enjoying yourself?
You guys in a second. You're going to go to VIP
Atmosphere is fantastic. I think this is a really good opportunity. Sam does a really good job of hosting such a good event. But it's a really good opportunity for the next up-and-coming talent to really showcase their ability on the basketball court.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
Of course, anytime.
And enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank
Make sure you go and get yourself some pink lemonade with Jason Tatum stand as
I
well.
will do. Thank you, Stan.
Thanks very much. Over back to you guys.
Thanks, Stan. That was lovely. Rashay Walton, of course, London Lions, 2 WNBL, 1 player, played at Barking as a junior, now back at the club. Siobhan, great to see all these young basketball stars out and about.
But this is what academies are about, and you know what academies, like you said, Barking Abbey there are about. It's about keeping people in the game. Rashay works with the London Lions in the WBBL as a team manager, and she also still plays at London Lions at the club in WNBL 1. Like you said, this is what you know, academies do. They keep people involved, they keep people giving back. And basketball does so much for so many, and that's what you want the academy system to create.
Oh, Zaroba, that's exactly what Team Black need, is a little bit of good fortune, I think. And fortune favours the brave, and that was a brave shot early in the shot clock, and unbelievable shot! That is outrageous. By Aaron Caldwell with the left hand. Bunyan straight through and not to wait. That, what a section of play there from Aaron Caldwell.
We see the replay. She looks beat, but good timing on the block.
Foster, heads up, eyes up, looking both ways. And look, nice look on the pass but to Shaw, but nice play by Jacobs getting back.
It's the right choice as well. She had someone in the corner, Liv. She had Abby Whitehouse in the corner. She looks her off and she delivers that pass just where Alex Shaw needs it. But Alex Shaw can't get her hands to it quick enough.
And then good defense by Whitehouse, I think, just interrupting that Black's offense. So on the floor for the Whites, Yamisi Meffel and Liv Foster. Crossover, attacks, blocked by Izzy Bunyan with two hands, not just one. The Blacks turn it over. That unforced error, I'd call that. Foster. And Meffel just couldn't get in the eye line of Forster there. Here comes Team Black. Good stuff. Push shot. Just off. Ball's loose. Good rebound by Meffel. Outlet to Caldwell. Whitehouse against Bunyan. Just great matchups wherever you look. Foster in the corner. Just short. Whitehouse. Rebound. Shaw. Elbow jump shot is good. And team play at the highest on the offensive rebound and jump shot. And a nice smile by
Alex Shaw, yeah. And a lot of the players out here smiling. They're really enjoying this experience, as they should. They've worked hard all season for it.
Forster. On the replay. Yeah, Izzy Bunyan just waiting. She's had a tough game, but I like the attitude from her. She's still totally focused and is going to keep pushing and pushing until things go away.
Well, that is Izzy. Things aren't going on the offensive end for her. She'll play defense. She'll pass to teammates that are playing well offensively.
Sure, look at Meffel there. Great job by her, exploding to the bucket. Nice hustle there by Yamisi Meffel.
Another offensive rebound for Team White. That's 11 for them so far.
And Yamisi. Nottingham Wildcats represented England under-18s at the Four Nations where you were, Siobhan. He originates from Newcastle and playing with the WBBL team. She's had a busy schedule playing WBBL and WABL, but the players have been asked to do that.
Yeah, I think there's so many different pathways open and available to players now, and you know, academies manage them really well, so it's not too much load for the players, but they do get the opportunity to play, you know, both at their own age group. And Yamisi, as you said, got a chance to play in the WBBL this year.
Nice job by Bunyan. Just the threes off on the kick out to Goodsa. Here comes Whitehouse. Just holds things up, out to Anderson. Dribble handoff to Porter, who crosses over, attacks, and just can't get it to go. But beautiful team interconnection there by Team White. Endine to Cottrell. Back to Endine, and then sets the screen. Attacks, Endine is fouled.
She's always got a head up, Faye Endine. Every single time, looking for herself, looking for her teammates. You can see here, she knows she's wide open. In the corner, tries to make that pass. Faye Endine, 7.1 assists in the WNBL this season. She led the country.
That's just sensational. Porter to short, attacks the closeout, ball lost, but Whitehouse is there again. Poulter heads up, Maple, she deserves to make a shot. She's been growing into this game minute by minute. Bunyan just waits, big future ahead for Izzy, spin! Oh, just couldn't get the elevation on that finish. She's trying to outdo Fats there, I think.
It felt like her arms were just extending and extending. They just couldn't get there, a little too short.
Whitehouse, deep three, short, balls loose. Bunyan. We're in the final quarter of the women's Under-19 matchup here at the Hoopsfix All-Star Classic. Packed house at the Crystal Palace National Sports Centre. Just next to, well, within the Crystal Palace Park. Short walk from the train station.
It's really nice to see these venues being used. These are really, especially for my generation growing up, these are iconic places, you know, in British basketball. I remember coming here watching BBL, or I don't know what it was called back then,
Budweiser League, yeah.
And women's basketball here too.
Charity's back in. Bunyan. Goodser's available to her right. She doesn't use her. She gets it out to Cottrell. Nice catch and shoot. Off. Falls loose.
A little further out than we normally see. Florrie Cottrell. She's got great footwork inside. I hope we get to see that today. Real poised player on the block. Back to basket for Itchin.
And super defence again by Daisy Poulter. Really giving as good as she gets there. But Goodser will draw the foul from her. And the referees are just going to communicate on this play. But there's been some super one-on-one battles involved in this game, and I'm sure some players, when they saw the team list, who am I up against, and they haven't disappointed.
Yeah, I think for me one of the fun ones this half has been watching Abby Whitehouse go against Izzy Bunyan. I think in this half Abby Whitehouse just getting the better of Bunyan a little bit, both offensively and defensively, but it's so nice to see them enjoying that level of competition against each other. The discussion there was whether it was a hell ball or whether it was a foul. If it's a foul, team foul sends them to the foul line. So Saruna at the line, she hits the first. Just come off of her third year at Ipswich, Saruna, and she couples her talents in the basketball court with talents singing as well. So she's
wonderful,
musically talented, and she's going to carry that on at university next year. So watch out. Saruna Goodser is one to watch in the future.
Yeah, that's got multi-talented individuals here playing at the highest level of Under-19 basketball here at the Hoopsfix All-Star Classic. Goodser, crossover. Good defense without fouling by Meeple. Whitehouse heads up. Poulter. Travel.
Good defense by Natalie Charity. Smaller guard against Erin Powell, who's probably got the strength on her as well, but Natalie holds her own and forces her into a travel.
Charity. Hands off from Cottrell. But again, Daisy Porter playing tough D at the top. Ball's loose. Time running down, under 10 seconds. They need to get an opening. Charity. Ball's loose. Porter with the steal. She's got Whitehouse to her right. And that's the perfect 2-on-1 off the Porter steal.
Great steal, great heads-up play. Great run by Abby Whitehouse as well. 7 points for her, and all of them come in here in the second half. Yeah. Easy finish. And the right-hand layup.
And that was great timing on that pass, and Whitehouse just waited and waited until the moment for her going her steps, and the Whites just seem to be able to. The black team are having small surges in the Whites. Whenever they're ready, they just push on.
I think Whites have been really consistent, like you said. Smart play by Daisy Porter there, engaging the defender. Wait until she'd engage the defender to make that pass to Abby, and it's just those little things that we see from Team White. A little bit more cohesion and a little bit more confidence, I would say, offensively, individually as well, from them as a collective. So it's been a tough ask here for Team Black, but they've done a great job so far in the second half, and I'm sure they'll be a lot more proud of this second half performance than they were of the first.
Yeah, 81-45. It's 55-24 at the half, so they've just got to keep going. They're up against players in this White team that are playing well. You've got role players that are performing at a high level as well. Almost the steal there on the inbounds. Give and go. That's nice play, and that's perfect execution by Team Black between Cottrell and Ozarobo. Short jump shot, just long. Ball's loose. Erin Powell gets it, kicks it out. Extra pass. Porter's going to shoot the three. Just off, but good effort. And the black team come away with a defensive rebound. Charity. Penetrate, kick. Penetrate again. And just White team doing enough defensively there. Anderson. Good defense from Ozarobo, who's growing into this contest. Porter. Unbelievable slalom move from Daisy Porter. And she'll go to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, she goes hard every time she goes to the rim. She goes to score. She knows there's going to be contact. She's a smaller player in there against taller, physical defense. She manages to get the foul. First one just bubbles around and goes in for it.
75% from the free throw line during the season. 10.3 points a game in the WABL, and playing a lot of minutes in the WBBL as well, alongside the exciting Australian contingent that came over during the season for Oakland's Wolves. I'm sure she's learnt a lot from those players, and a lot of activity and a lot of contact. And shots now for Goodson. So sideline possession, 82-48, the White team lead in this celebration of the best under-19 women basketball players in the UK. Charity for 3, just off. That was such a good-looking shot. Hustle from Team Black to keep it alive. But the steal from Anderson, stopped initially by Charity, and stopped again. Jana attacks, kicks, shots up. Just short, and Tualu with the rebound. So, Team Black back at the line. Team fouls. As we look at the Team White bench, and they've got to be very happy with the way things are going. And Tuvalu makes the second. Stutz. Jana keeps it moving. Into the corner. Porter and just steps out of bounds. And
it's just the 8th team turnover for Team White. And characteristic of them today.
Yeah, they've just commanded all the major stats here. And they had a great start, and just the Black team just haven't quite been able to get back on track. We know they're super players, but it just hasn't quite worked out. But Ozorobo's going to let one fly just off left. Wide open shot, good look. Here comes Jana. What can she create for Team White? Hands off, or fakes the hand off. And then ball stays with the White team.
She's got such good hands for her size, and she's so strong as well. Couldn't quite get that one. Goes off of her fingertips out of bounds. A little bit more float on the pass, I think. She would have had a wide open layup.
And the defense continues, and the battles. Forster versus Charity now, as it wants to keep an eye on. She almost loses it. Foster now the pickup. Neverson not letting her have an open look. Caldwell. Cottrell can't get it to pick it up, and away goes Ebere and gets it to go. Ebere Egbarika, so impressed with her today.
Yeah, she's had a phenomenal game. I'd be surprised if she's not one that's considered for the MVP race.
Shots up for Charity just off, but a good look. Here comes Forster. No let up. Shaw all the way across. Jana attacks, still got it outside. Wide open three is just short. Offensive rebound blocked, but Jana gets there. And once she's that deep with offensive rebounding position, you're in trouble.
Yeah, there's not really much you can do about that. All you got to do is try and keep her off the boards.
Cottrell hands it back to Charity. Lets it fly just long. Forster across the other side. Nice shot. Incoming just long. Jana in and out. But again, showing her range, no hesitation on that three. Charity. Ozorobo. To Aluche, but again, dribbling, blindside, and okay, turnover followed by turnover, but again, Erin Caldwell just sneaking in for the knockaway.
Ozorobo takes a rest, and Fayandine comes back in.
Charity just can't break loose, and then she throws up an off-balance shot. And she's going to go to the line for 2 shots, but she's got someone who's pretty good to debrief her after this.
I think Team Black, they just look a little deflated, you know. As much as I think they're enjoying the experience, and they will do, and after this they'll sit with their friends and they'll really, really enjoy everything that's to come, and watching the dunk contest, the boys game, and just being proud of themselves for reaching this stage. I think in the back of their minds right now, they just feel like they could have done a little better. And that's why they are here, right? They self-analyze all the time throughout the season. They want to get better. They want to be the best they can be, and they want to be the best players. So sometimes it doesn't go to plan, and you have to deal with that.
And again, Whites get the offensive rebound after the Jana miss. She attacks. Left-hand finish off the crossover. That is scary move. A scary move.
Yeah, she does.
Jana.
Just swings that from right to left. She tucks it. I don't know if we'll see a replay, but she just tucks it under her arm and then manages to get it up and over the contact and finish. Here we go. She attacks right.
Yeah.
See how she hugs it there for a little second and then into the left hand to finish.
Yeah, great protection of the ball there.
Completes the three-point play. What a game from Fatima Jana, doing everything we know she can do.
Yeah. And doing it on the biggest stage, and she's got so much to look forward to with the next stage of her development at St. Peter's next season alongside Karis Roy. Yes, Charity with a nice layup, and she just looks more lively there. No one could stop her on that play. Egbarika. We're into the last 30 seconds of this All-Star Classic. Hoopsfix. Thank you to Sam Nita. Thank you to Jordan Rand. And thank you to these amazing players for putting on a fantastic show. Egbarika will go to the line for 2 shots.
That's 5 fouls on Florrie Cotterill. So Felicia Jacobs will come in for the last 21 seconds for Team Black.
Yeah, just looking at the details, 47.8% from the three-point shooting arc. I'm surprised she didn't put herself in for that three-point tournament earlier today. But she can, and like great shooters from behind the arc, no problem from the free throw line. Last 20 seconds. Hope you enjoyed the action. It's been a pleasure to bring this game to you. And the handoff doesn't quite work for Charity and Neverson, because the Whites have not taken their foot off the pedal, have they? And that's a great achievement for them and for their coaching staff.
Yeah, I think offensively and defensively, I think it's important to mention they've had 13 steals as a team, 14 assists. And that was just in one half, so
yeah.
Unbelievable performance from them.
Let's see if they can finish off. And they've turned it over. See if the black team can finish off with a nice play and have a positive finish. And are they going to run it out, or will they try and get a play?
It's the All-Star game. I'd try and get a play.
Definitely. Here we go, Endine. Just off. And now Liv Forster will run it out as we get to the end of the 2023 Hoopsfix All-Star Classic for the ladies. The best under-19 players in the country have put on a show. The white team wins 91-53, but the main winner here is basketball and British basketball.
The main winner here is us, the fans getting to watch it, I think.
And us to sit here so close to the action.
Such a pleasure to be around these young women. So exciting to see them in their next steps.
Yeah, it really has been a super highlight for us here at Crystal Palace. We've had the three-point shootout, and now the ladies' game is complete. And there's been plenty of highlights. Plenty of highlights from both teams, but I think Fats Jenner and Berry Egbarika, and just when they needed it, Abby Whitehouse was top-notch as well.
Yeah, she had a great second half. I'm sure you'll see some of her plays here in the second half highlights. But, yeah, she was unbelievable, and she gave Izzy Bunyan, who finishes on the left there, really hard time in the second half.
Yeah. But for Izzy, she's going to go away and say, well, okay, I need to now step my game up even more, and she's pretty good as it is. There's no standing still, and good defense again, just coming across. Jacobs does get fouled.
There's a lot of times when players manage to score through the contact. We've seen already some really great defensive plays A lot of blocks, a lot of physical play we enjoyed today.
Yeah, and the crowd, you can see a lot of players and fans and family supporting these players. But again, Egberike and Fats Jenner, they epitomise being able to play through contact. You can hit me, you can body me up, but I'm going to finish one way or another.
Yeah, nice to see a lot of WEABL players there in the crowd as well.
Well done.
Supporting the players on the court and supporting players that they would play against, players that they would play with.
And again there, Caldwell was not going to let Izzy have a simple layup, and that's really been, and then Bunyan delivers back with two hands. But for me, having connections with Oakland, really pleased for Daisy Porter the way she played within the system for the white team.
Yeah, and we see all the players together. So many academies represented out here in the north, in the south.
This is it'd be a life-changing memory, but a memory that's going to stay with them for all their lives. Now the MVP will be coming up. The Hoopsfix All-Star Classic trophy. And he's
with 23 points, 4 steals, 6 assists, 7 rebounds. The number 4 from Team White.
Yeah, I think that's a great decision as Tahir announces Fats Jenner, and talk about her stats.
Yeah, I mean, you heard them all there. I think it's not only the 27 points, she absolutely stuffed the stat sheet. 4 assists, 7 steals. I felt like she was playing for that one right from the start, though. She came out ready to go. She wanted that one. And I'm proud of her that she played in that way. She played hard.
And she's just been interviewed. Let's listen in.
Quick word for the fans. They were backing you today.
Thank you.
That's very nice.
Okay, and what's next? What's next for you? What's your aspirations after being the MVP?
Go to college, dominate in college, then go pro.
That's what it's all about.
Well, yeah, why not? That's pretty simple. I think if her health stays good, then she's in the right environment. The sky's the limit for Fats Jenner.
Yeah, it really is. It's really nice to hear. Just so matter of fact, well, I'm going to go play in the States, in the NCAA, then I'm going to play pro.
Yeah.
That's what she expects of herself, and, that's what we expect from her. And I really hope to see her in a GB senior jersey as well as her time goes on in this game.
And your thoughts about the scene we've got in front of us here, as you say, all those players together. They've fought hard all the way through this game, but they're very much supporting each other now.
The other thing I noticed, just so many media outlets out here, SBB, I can see, just so many people supporting these players and supporting the British game, and it's great to see.
So the white team are victorious, 91-53, and Fatmata Jenner is the MVP, thoroughly deserved by her indeed. And myself and Siobhan. Yeah, we've got Fats Jenner going to be interviewed. Your takeaways from the game, Siobhan, because you're going to have to leave me soon. It's been an absolute pleasure.
I know, I don't get to do the men's game as well. I'll pass on to the very knowledgeable coach, James Veer from Barking Academy.
But your takeaways from the game here?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's all we wanted. We just wanted to see a physical game, a fast game. We got that. We wanted to see the ball going in the bucket. 91 points for Team White. Yeah. We got that as well. So, Team Black, they played well, but they couldn't stop Fatima Jana and her Team White. And I think we've got her courtside ready for an interview after that phenomenal MVP performance.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to hear what she has to say at a stand whenever that is going to happen. I guess they're just
She has to
getting
get around all of her
themselves.
fans first, Graham. She's got so many fans to get round, you know.
Okay, here we go. Stan, all yours.
So we're here with the MVP of the Under-19 women's, Fatmata Shanae. Fatmata, what an amazing game you put out here. We talked to you before the game about domination, and that's what you did here today. Tell us about your performance.
You know, I just like play my game, like, you know. Yeah, big shout out to Barkanabi.
Big shout out to VA, as you said. You talked about your energy during the game. We love seeing you, the faces, all of that. What do you think you can bring more to the game other than what you brought here today when you go into your next stages?
I don't know, like, just continue being me, playing how I play, and like just going, you know, with the flow.
Yeah. We're excited to see what you do in the States. We know you're committed to D1 school in America. We're looking forward to seeing you play out there. Is there any last words you want to have for anyone that might be watching, any young players at BA that have come and been inspired by you today?
Just be you, like, don't listen to what people have to say, because a lot of people said a lot to me, but like, I carried on, stayed to it, got a scholarship, and now I'm going to do me.
Well, congratulations on your MVP.
Thank you.
Big up to you, filling out the stat sheet as well. That's how you do it at a Hoopsfix All-Star Classic.
Thank you.
Respect. Back to you, Graham.
Thanks, Stan. Siobhan, I mean, what a super effort by Fats, and she knew right from the start this was her game. I'm going to take it with both hands, but she was ably assisted by her teammates. But she can affect the game in so many ways.
Yeah, no, she really can. And I think, like you said, you could see it in her eye from the very first place she came out here. She's strong. She can score inside and out. Today we really saw the mature side of Fats as well, which I really hope we see more and more of. She got involved in the game all the time without the ball, defensively, offensively, off the ball as well. So when she plays like that, and if she continues to play like that and she grows like that, the sky is the limit. She is a really tough player to stop.
Yeah, well, this is game one in the books. The white team are victorious. Fats Jenner is the MVP, and so well deserved. It's been an absolute pleasure bringing this game to you, working alongside the great Siobhan Pryor. Hope to do it again sometime soon. We'll leave you with these images, and don't go too far away. We'll be back with a slam dunk competition very shortly.